Hey everybody, this is Joe, the Over 40 Model Maker here with another Warhammer review of the week. But before we get into that, I first want to say thank you for everybody who has ever watched any of these videos. And we hit 100 subscribers last week, and I know a lot of you watching this are probably snickering or saying, oh, 100 subscribers, what's that all about? But it's like, this isn't my job. This is just a hobby I do on the side. So to hit that milestone of 100 has been really, really big in my eyes. So I have ideas of what we can do for like a 100 subscriber special kind of going forward from that. So hopefully you guys stick around and pay attention, or not pay attention, just go ahead and look at those videos as well. Just come along the journey with me as we make another big model together. So again, thank you everybody. With that being said, today's review, first look, however you want to say it, we are going to take a look at a Grey Knight's Nemesis Dreadknight, or as I like to call it, the Baby Bjorn. I picked this up last week in Minneapolis at my favorite hobby store there, hubhobby.com. Check it out. I'm not sponsored by them. They've always had great selection, really great prices. This is like 15% off of what you would ever find, like even off of Amazon or whatever. So I got this really cheap. But I decided that with my one Grey Knight that I have, that I made right here, I wanted to have like a little companion to him. So I decided to pick up this Nemesis Dreadknight, which actually when I first saw this made me want to start with Grey Knights. But then my eyes kind of caught the Necrons and I started with that. But maybe someday I'll have a full Grey Knights army. Who knows? But so we'll go around the box to show you all the stuff. Now, here you can have the Gatling gun or the flamer in one, or this for your left arm. In your right arm, you either have the hammer or the sword. This would be one of those where you could definitely try to magnetize everything. Only issue is you only have one set of hands. So I really do not know how that would help you with your magnetization, because you can only have one weapon in a hand because you only get one hand. So this particular box is definitely set up by Games Workshop for you to have to buy multiple boxes to kind of get the loadout that you want. I went with sword and flamer just because I like fire, because it keeps me warm and it's like 0 degrees outside, so a fire would be nice. So we're gonna set that there. Instructions booklet, nothing special. I mean, here's like all your different loadouts, all the ways that you can set it up, everything like that. Your stat sheets, what have you. Let me get these out of the way here. So now for the presentation itself, here it is. My Baby Bjorn, set up fully based and everything. I decided, let me get my pointer of fun here. So right here, you have either a full-on face, or you can have the Grey Knight's helmet. I went with the face because I need to practice my faces better. And the helmet would have just been way too easy, just to slap the Grey Knight steel on it, call it good. So here, let's go ahead. Let's actually zoom in a bit. There we go. We'll just do that. So here is the way that I did the paint setup. Now, you can see online, like with painting tutorials, they'll have like this blade all like blued out or flamed, or having a some sort of a nice, intricate sort of paint pattern on it. I just decided to slap some silver on it and call it good for right now because I really don't know how to make that look any better. I'm not that great at painting yet. But once I figure out a way to do it, I might spruce this part up. Here you have the Flamer with Nemesis on one side, and I don't know if you can see it very well. Inferno right there, painted, and plenty of medallions with things on there. I still need to write things on there to finish that. But mostly this is exactly how I want it. Now, you might be asking, so how did I paint this? Well, I didn't actually have to go out and buy any new paints. So what I did first was I painted the whole thing. What I actually did was let me back up. Let me back up just a second. What I did was I built this in stages and painted it in stages. So the upper part here to the lower part is the same. It's got like a little peg that goes into the top and another one that goes into the bottom that's got like a little swivel slot. So you can actually like swivel this as you need to. I just kind of have it in a fixed pose because that's just easier for me to handle. But I did the lower part first, painted it in all black. And then I took Dreadknight steel and did all the armor panels. And then the Retributor armor for the wording, and gold for the, I don't know what you call these, steam, gas, piston things back here. And then this here was actually lead belcher. So all the inner tweaking metal parts all the way around the model is actually lead belcher that I had, because I didn't want to go out and buy like Iron Warriors or some other darker gray. I just used that, and then I just kept on putting Agrax Earthshade on it until it got to the desired darkness that I wanted to, so that it would be in contrast with the shiny silver of the Dreadknight steel. For the two-tone parts here, I just masking taped it off, painted, pulled it off. Here, I just did painted the model. So like this part here is one piece. The soldier is another piece. That was all painted and then glued on accordingly. And then the sword was red. I might need to paint that, but probably not. Red, gold, silver, what have you. And then on the back is the same. Like all this was lead belcher and then coats of Agrax Earthshade to darken it down. But I am very happy with how this turned out. And then the base itself was literally rocks. The rocks are glued down. And then the sprinkling of the, what is this, talus? It's stuff for railways. Talus sprinkled all throughout, and then watered down, drenched liquid with isopropyl alcohol, and then really watered down Mod Podge, and it all stays right there, and it's not really shiny. It shows up really nice. So again, most of the models that I paint, I already have the paints for, so I don't really have to go out and buy new ones. But this was really fun to build. I give this about an 8 out of 10 to get. If you really want a good like display piece, model piece, to to put on a desk or somewhere or even play with it, I know I got to get that, but that's not that big of a deal. I would go ahead and say, hey, go ahead and get one of these. I mean, you'll really enjoy it. So double thumbs up for me for this thing right here. This was a fun project. So with that being said, thank you very much for today's review. I'm glad you stopped by. Go ahead and leave a comment down there if you bought this before and have one of these. You know, tell me your experience with painting these, putting them together and whatnot. I really would like to hear about it. And we'll go ahead and just finish it off like we always do. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, you handsome man. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, you beautiful, beautiful woman. Thank you very much for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one. It's going to be a fun one. Stay tuned. It'll be awesome. We'll see you guys later. Bye.